a quick word from FanDuel. Say goodbye to busted brackets because FanDuel lets you bet on every game of the tournament, which tips off, by the way, in 13 minutes, whether you're betting on a big upset or a one seed. It's time to go dancing on America's #1 sportsbook, and right now, new customers get $200 in bonus bets if their first $5 bet wins. That's $200 to use on point spreads and money lines. You can even pick who's going to win it all. Just visit FanDuel.com/UCSS and bet on college hoops until they cut the nets down. If you haven't entered the UCSS Bracket Challenge, we have posted that link in the chat. It is pinned to the top of the chat.
Probably got to do it right now, right?
You got 13 minutes to fill it out.
13 minutes?
13 minutes.
By the way, I'll be on live in the bullpen, 2 p.m. Join me on YouTube, live at 2 p.m. We'll, the games will be going on, so we'll keep you up to date on that, and we'll talk more about Brown stuff as well, too.
So last night, the Miami Heat came into Cleveland. Terry Rozier, the Cleveland kid, hit a couple tough shots down the stretch to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. The offensive execution down the stretch left a lot to be desired. But something I want to focus on today.
Wait, don't we have to talk about Tyvis' Terry Rozier situation?
Oh, my gosh.
What's your Terry Rozier
What
situation?
happened, man? Oh, damn.
Man,
He had the under on his points.
So listen, I put together a 12-leg parlay last night, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm watching because I need Karis LeVert to get over 15 points.
Okay.
At the time, he had 12. And I'm like, oh, I need him to get 2 more buckets. So he ended up getting 14. And Terry had, I took the under. His was 17 and a half. Terry had 15 points. So I'm like, oh, man. Karis ended up getting 16. I said, oh, yeah, we in there. And I just so happened to look back. Terry hit a tray, went over. Then he hit another tray to make sure.
Make sure you ain't getting no money.
Even if they adjusted something, just to make sure that it wasn't going to be corrected. Then he hit another tray. I said, this man, you know what? It's my fault.
Never bet against the Cleveland kid.
Terry from Shaker Heights, he from Cleveland. He probably was. I should have known. When I put the bet in, I should have known that if you go against your team, your childhood team, you're going to go off. And that's my fault. So, Terry, I'm mad at you, but I can't be mad at you because I understand why you did what you did.
This is what I've learned. Them heights, the Shaker Heights, the Bedford Heights, the Cleveland Heights, the Warrensville Heights.
$5,000, Earl. $10 would have got me $5
He was like, oh, that dude, he said that dude from Bedford Heights bet the under on me. He said, bet.
No.
It's like he heard me.
Yeah.
It's like he heard what I was saying.
Red Raiders, baby.
I'm sitting there like,
he was pissed.
It couldn't have been Jimmy Butler or nobody else. It had to be him.
It was him.
Jimmy had 32, so it wasn't like Jimmy.
Well, he should have got more.
The question I wanted to ask today, though, guys, and we can break down the game. It's tough to evaluate a game with the Cavs when everyone's out. Once again, the lack of execution down the stretch definitely left a lot to be desired. But Jarrett Allen played a phenomenal game. Another 2020 performance, his 5th in his Cleveland Cavalier career. And after last postseason, and even after last regular season, if I had asked you, did you ever see Jarrett Allen developing into the caliber of player he has become today, what would your answer have been?
Guys, I never thought he'd be this good, as well as he's played this year. I know yesterday, a lot of guys are out, but I remember when he made the All-Star game a few years ago, I was like, I thought that was the best. I thought he was a good player, nice player, and that was his ceiling. Mm-hmm. I didn't think, we talk about upside from Darius, we talk about upside from Mobley. Donovan Mitchell's already a superstar, but I thought Jarrett Allen just was what he was. But I really feel like this year, because I guess it's because he's been in the league for so long. I always think he's older than he is, but he's really only 25?
25.
He only
it's
25
crazy, right?
years
It
old?
feels like he should be 30. But he's still really young. And while he's got some flaws as a player, as most players do, I think he has clearly taken his game up another level this year. I didn't expect it, but it's been a pleasant surprise. He's great. He's
2 years ago, when he had the All-Star season, I said that he was probably the second best center in the East behind Embiid. So that's high praise. But the difference between him and Embiid was significantly different, and it still is to this day. Let me put that out. It still is.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect him to be this 20-20 guy. Like I figured he'd get double-doubles a lot, but 20-20 I didn't expect to see, and he has gotten better offensively. Now he don't have a jump shot, but the way he finishes at the rim and the little hook he got, the little float jumper that he got, it goes in a lot. So, and on top of that, he's really good defensively. I think that him not having Mobley really has flourished his offensive game and has really showed that he's better without another big man on the floor. I think when Mobley's in there, he's not maybe offensively he's not as effective, but defensively he is because everybody funnels everything to him. When Mobley's not in there, he's got more room to work, and now he can hit him with the little jump hook or, get him moved, get to the cup and finish at the rim. So, I mean, he's definitely gotten much better than what I thought. Yeah. But everybody gonna say the same thing. We need to see if the lights is bright in next month.
I thought when he was in Brooklyn, you could see the potential. And you, like me, you play 2K a lot, and I know comparing a video game to real life. Just hear me out. But when you play 2K a lot, right, and you look at all this stuff, I think his potential was like a B-, B+, or an A or something like that, right? Yeah. And so, like, those little things always go off in my head. I can't speak for everybody else. But to see Jarrett Allen take a massive step forward from the end of the playoffs against the New York Knicks to where he has now showed me that he really cared about how the Cavaliers exited. He really cared about his performance, and he wanted to be better than what he was last year. He clearly put the work in the offseason. You can always tell that he had double-double potential. Mm-hmm. I think the thing that's very impressive to me is the consistency of Jarrett Allen this year. Yeah. I've seen Jarrett Allen have a 20-20 game and then turn around and have a 7-5 game, right? But to see him do what he's doing on a more consistent basis, it tells me everything I need to know about his mentality, his work ethic, and just the want to be better than what he was before. This is a dude who's, like, as you said, in the absence of Evan Mobley, has really taken advantage of the opportunities given to him to showcase just how good he can be, right? And the fact that he sees the moment and hasn't wasted it, you can't do anything but tip your cap to that dude.
Mm-hmm. You know what's funny, Mike, is the three of us just spent the last 5 minutes talking about agreeing that Jarrett Allen has taken his game to another level. If you look at the stats, I just brought it up now, for this year compared to 2 years ago, his stats are basically exactly the same.
Yeah, almost to a T.
And that stunned
exactly
me. The only significant difference is the one aspect of the game we didn't even talk about, and that's his assists. 2 years ago, he averaged 1.6. This year, he's averaging 2.6.
Which, by the way, his playmaking ability off the pick and roll is something that I didn't know he was capable of, and he's not just good at it. He's very, very, very good at it. And making those secondary reads allows the Cavs to run action on one side of the court, have some sort of backside action going, and run it through Jarrett Allen, which, not a knock on Mobley yet, but that's one of the differences when they play with one big. Allen is proficient at that. Mobley isn't that quick of a decision maker yet.
But it's funny because 2 years ago, Jarrett Allen averaged 16.1 points and 10.8 rebounds. This year, he's averaging 16.3 points and 10.8 rebounds. It feels like he's much better than he was 2 years ago. And yet the stat, in fact, his field goal percentage is down.
Really?
Yes. He shot in the All-Star season 2 years ago, he shot 68% from the field. This year he's at 63. He's shooting more. He averaged 9.7 field goal attempts per game that year. This year, 10.5. His free throw percentage is up a little bit. He was 71% that year and 74% now. But his numbers across block shots, 1.3, 1.2. Steals, 0.8, 0.7. Turnovers, 1.7, 1.7. Everything's the same except for the assists, which is weird. So maybe we just underrated him 2 years ago.
No, I told you. I mean, how much more praise can you get? I said he was the second best center. Because you ain't better than Embiid, and that's just the cold hard facts. I mean, I think he went up against Embiid, and it wasn't good.
No. So. Is there anybody else? Who are the other good?
I mean, Bam Adebayo is a better center than Jarrett Allen.
I don't think so?
I don't agree. You think that right now?
I'm not a big Bam fan.
Bam's better than Jarrett Allen.
I'm not a big Bam fan.
I ain't no basketball expert, but I'm going to disagree with that, Mike. That's just me. I'm gonna disagree with
I
that.
mean, I like that Bam got
I
a
think
little.
Bam
He
can
got a
ball,
little
but-
playmaking in him. He can bring the ball up the court and all of that. He got a nice little decent handle, but
Bam is averaging 20 points a game,
I just don't like him.
10.6 rebounds, so slightly less than Jarrett. More assists, 4. More blocks, 1. More steals, 1. He's shooting 52%.
Yeah, I mean, they use him very differently than
He
Jarrett
shoots
Allen.
way more.
Yeah.
He takes 15 shots a game.
He's also a 4-time all-defensive team selection.
Yeah, I mean, I listen, I don't know enough. But Mike answered that like I answer baseball questions when people try to question me on
But
baseball.
Bam, listen.
You answered
Jarrett's
that
a
as
very
if
good
we don't know what
player.
the hell we're talking about, and you do, so shut up.
he was like, Bam's
Yeah.
better. That's it.
I mean, like, yeah,
I mean, there are no statistics.
He said, I'm not
Jarrett
arguing
Allen's
with you.
got a slightly better field goal percentage and is averaging slightly more rebounds, but an insignificant difference. in
But
both.
Mike, isn't Bam like the number 2 option on his team? Like I think
yeah, he's behind Butler for sure.
like here in Cleveland, I mean he's been a de facto number 2 option due to injury.
Yeah.
But in a perfect world, he's probably scoring option number 4. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
they don't
Miami-
run any play. Do they run plays for Bam?
Yeah, he runs their offense.
Right. So they don't run plays
That's
for
it.
Jarrett Allen.
Yeah,
or
he's
not.
not,
play-
but
he-
he's a point center. Like he's de facto like
Right. I
they
mean,
do
he's a
very
center
different
averaging
games.
4 assists a game.
Yeah,
That's
like very,
crazy.
very, very different
That's
games.
crazy.
Bam
Yeah.
can do a lot more than Jarrett Allen.
Yeah.
I guess my point.
Does he shoot threes?
He made a game-winning 3 the other day. Not really. It's not his game.
Not really.
But I guess if you leave him wide open, he can make
Yeah.
them. But that's not what he's looking.